walked away without a word. The silence hurt more than goodbye. Your shadow stayed inside this room while every promise slowly died. I keep your picture by the bed, like time forgot to let me heal. Every night I close my eyes, pretending you are still here. I hold my breath, I hide the pain. No one sees the tears remain. I cry without sound, so nobody knows. A smile on my face, a storm in my soul. Your name still echoes where my heartbeat hides. I cry without sound every single night. The coffee's cold, your chair is empty. Morning feels like midnight now. I tell myself I'm getting stronger, but I still break somehow. If love was meant to disappear, why does it stay inside my chest? I'm learning how to live again with pieces of what's left. I cry without sound until the sky turns blue, holding the memories I couldn't lose. If loving you was wrong, why did it feel so right? I cry without sound until the morning light. No one hears, no one sees, only my heart still calling your name. I used to leave the hallway light, pretending you come home again. I even saved your favorite side of this old bed we used to share. The coffee got cold every day, your sweater never left the chair. Some habits never learn goodbye, they stay long after you weren't there. I told the world I'm doing fine, then closed the door and lost my smile. I learned to cry quietly, so nobody would ask about you. I hear the shaking in my hands, the way broken hearts learn to do. Every tear fell silently, like rain before the morning sky. I learned to cry quietly the night you said goodbye. Your number's gone from my phone, but somehow lives inside my mind. 100 little memories still know exactly where to find me. I laugh when someone tells a joke, then wonder why it feels so wrong. Some days I almost call your name before I remember you're gone. Healing isn't loud at all, it happens where no one can see. One quiet tear, one lonely night, until I finally breathe. I learned to cry quietly until the hurt became a prayer. inside the silence everywhere. One day I'll hear my own heartbeat without your echo keeping time. I learned to cry quietly. Now I'm learning how to survive. Hurt me, but I did, and somehow I'm still here. I got so good at changing subjects before the truth could cross my lips. If someone asked me how I'd been, I'd hand them laughter instead of this. I folded every broken feeling into the pockets of my coat, walked through crowded conversations, carrying a heart nobody noticed. I disappeared without leaving, still standing there, still breathing. These were the tears nobody saw, falling behind familiar eyes. Every smile knew how to cover everything I couldn't hide. You never watched me come apart, you only knew the stronger side. These were the tears nobody saw, waiting for the lights to die. I stopped expecting explanations. Some questions never find a home. The loudest kind of loneliness is sitting with yourself alone. The mirror knew before I did how much I'd changed without a sound. Piece by piece I learned to carry the weight that never touched the ground. Maybe healing looks ordinary, maybe surviving never makes the news. Maybe the strongest hearts are the quiet ones nobody chooses to lose. These were the tears nobody saw until they washed away the fear. I never needed perfect endings, only reasons to stay here. If tomorrow finds me smiling, it won't erase these hidden years. These were the tears nobody saw, but they brought me here. No applause, no witness, only a heart still beating. I rehearse the words for hours, then forget them when you call. Every sentence sounds so certain until I hear your voice at all. You ask me how my life's been going, like we never came undone. I answer with the safest version, leaving out what you've become. There's a place inside my chest where every truth gets lost instead. That's where my voice breaks, right before your name. Every little memory still burns the same. I almost tell you how much I still feel, and silence says what I never will. stopped for everyone, but somehow not for me. Your goodbye keeps changing shape in every little thing I see. I've learned that missing someone isn't loud like people think. Sometimes it's only looking down before your tears can reach the sink. I build these walls one word at a time. Still your echo slips inside. That's where my voice breaks every time we meet, like a song unfinished, skipping every beat. I wear a calm expression, you never question why, but every honest answer stays behind my eyes. Maybe love doesn't disappear, maybe it changes where it lives. Not in your hands anymore, but somewhere under my ribs, where every goodbye still sounds unfinished. That's where my voice breaks, but my heart won't hide. I'm done pretending that I'm alright. If one day you remember the girl I used to be, I hope you hear the words that never made it free. That's where my voice breaks, but someday it won't be me. Your library card slipped from my favorite novel, page 83, right where we stopped reading. I laughed for half a second at the picture on the back. Funny how your younger face remembered me before I did. I thought time would make me bitter, instead it quietly changed the question. I forgot to hate you before I noticed why. One ordinary afternoon, your name stopped feeling heavy. Nothing became perfect, nothing turned out right. I simply reached a morning. You weren't the first thing on my mind. The grocery store cashier asked if I wanted 2 bags for a moment. I almost said yes, like there was someone waiting in the car. Then I smiled at myself, paid the bill and drove home with one hand free. Maybe moving on looks smaller than we expect, a habit disappearing without saying goodbye. One day you stop rehearsing conversations that will never happen. I forgot to hate you, not all at once, not with a speech or one last till there wasn't enough left to carry what we'd been. You folded every shirt like this was any other day. Asked if I had enough groceries before you picked up your keys. I watched the front door close, then finished washing dishes like pretending routine could keep something alive. Looking back, it wasn't us walking away. Love left first, we just stayed behind, holding conversations that had already ended. You were still beside me, but nowhere I could reach. Love left first before either of us did. Spare toothbrush disappeared weeks before your suitcase did. I noticed everything, just not at the right time. Some endings whisper until they become the room you're standing in. No one slammed a door, no one raised their voice. Some stories don't collapse, they slowly stop growing. Love left first, long before goodbye existed. We kept calling it tomorrow while yesterday was gone. Now all that's left is knowing the moment passed without either of us knowing it was the last. You found me when I still measured love by how hard it was to keep. Every kindness felt borrowed, every promise sounded temporary. You held the door, I searched for reasons you'd eventually close it. It wasn't your fault or mine. Wrong timing, right person, that's the story people like to tell. But I think we were simply two calendars trying to share the same day. You wanted weekends, planned months ahead. I was learning how to answer tomorrow without looking over my shoulder. We spoke the same language, just different seasons. Sometimes growing needs different rooms, not because love failed, because people change at different speeds. Wrong timing still hurts the same, even when nobody of the hallway. I learned your birthday before your favorite song. Knew how you took your coffee, but never what kept you awake. We filled every silence with easy conversation, leaving all the difficult parts for another day. Funny how you can know someone without ever arriving. We stayed strangers, even at our closest, standing in the same picture, living different stories. I reach for your hand, you reach for tomorrow. We stayed strangers without meaning to. Your name looked familiar on every delivery, but your dreams never made it to the table. Some questions expired unopened. Love isn't measured by the years together. Sometimes it's measured by the words neither person asked. We stayed strangers long after hello, smiling through routines that look like forever. Now I know distance doesn't always begin after goodbye. Sometimes it starts with silence. You stopped sending photos of little things you found, a crooked cloud, a dog outside the bookstore. I didn't notice until weeks later. Some habits disappear so quietly they never ask to be remembered. Looking back, the ending started there. Before you changed, you stopped letting me in. The distance arrived one ordinary day at a time. I kept waiting for the old version of us, not knowing she wasn't coming back. Got shorter, your laughter left early. Dinner turned into just another meal. We sat across the table, sharing nothing but plates. No one wakes up as someone new. People drift, one quiet decision at a time. Before you changed, I thought we were busy. Now I know we were slowly becoming practice what to say at every red light home. By the time I reached your street, the words had gone quiet. You opened the door like any other evening. Neither of us knew it was already different. Some chances don't disappear, they expire. Too late anyway, that's what I tell myself when old conversations find me again. Maybe the right words only arrived after there was no one left to hear them. Your number stayed the same, my courage never did. I kept saving tomorrow like it couldn't run out. Turns out waiting long enough becomes an answer. Regret doesn't shout, it pulls up a chair and joins you on ordinary afternoons. Too late anyway, not because love was gone, because we kept believing there would always be another day. Now every unfinished sentence belongs to yesterday, and yesterday doesn't answer back. You asked if I wanted takeout. I said, whatever you want. It hit me later. I hadn't chosen anything in weeks. Not dinner, not the movie, not us. Maybe I was hoping if I asked for less, you'd stay longer. Stayed anyway, even when every room felt different. Even when your smile started sounding polite, I knew something had already changed. I just wasn't ready to leave with it. You slept closer to the edge. I pretended not to notice, because noticing would make it real. And I wasn't ready for real. People think the hardest part is watching someone leave. Sometimes it's watching yourself keep making excuses. Stayed anyway, long after it felt like home. Stopped feeling like ours. You didn't ask me to keep holding on. I was the one who couldn't let go. You asked if I could lock up. You'd be working late. I said, take your time. I don't know why those words still bother me. Maybe because you did. I kept waiting for a version of the evening that never came. Stay too late, thinking tomorrow would be different. Like one good morning could undo 100 quiet nights. Stay too late, long enough to mistake hope for habit. Your side of the bathroom slowly empty. One bottle, then another. Funny how I noticed the shelves before I noticed us. Nothing ended that Friday. Friday was just the first day. I admitted it. Stay too late, not because you asked me to, because leaving meant saying out loud what we'd both already known. I found the receipt from that little cafe, the one you said we should come back to. We never did. I guess you already knew. You were making peace while I was making plans. Finished before me, you had already packed away everything I was still trying to fix. I kept showing up for something you had quietly stopped believing in. I asked what time you'd be home. You answered, but never asked about my day. It wasn't rude, just distant, and somehow that hurt more. Love doesn't disappear all at once. Sometimes one person leaves weeks before the other notices. Finished before me, I was still saving our place, while you were already learning how to live without it. keep leaning your way. I turn the pot around every few days. It still reached for the side where you used to sit. Funny how some things take longer than people to realize. Chose something else. Maybe it wasn't someone, maybe it was a different life. One where I didn't fit anymore. You never said it, I just learned to hear it. I stopped asking if you'd be home early. Your answers always sounded like they belonged to another version of your day. There wasn't one moment everything changed. There were hundreds. I decided not to count. Chose something else, and I hope it was worth finding, because I spent so long wondering why I wasn't enough, when the truth was, it was never about enough. Your phone lit up, you smiled, then locked the screen. Before I could ask, who made you laugh like that? I think that's when I knew. Not every goodbye needs a suitcase. Sometimes it starts with a smile that isn't yours anymore. Somewhere without me, you had already started becoming someone I couldn't follow. I was still saving a seat for a future you'd stop talking about. You bought concert tickets for next month. I wasn't invited. You said it was a work thing. I nodded like I believed it. The hardest lies aren't spoken, they're the ones you help finish, because the truth feels heavier. Somewhere without me, you were already living, one decision at a time, and I kept calling it a busy season, until there was nothing left to explain. You asked, "Are you okay?" Without looking up from your laptop, I said, "Yeah." We both knew that wasn't true. Some answers only exist to end the conversation. Paper skin, everything touched a little deeper than I could admit. One small sentence stayed with me long after you forgot saying it. Places, finished dinner, helped with the dishes, then sat on my side of the couch, wondering when pretending became so easy. I wasn't hiding from you, I was hiding from the moment I'd have to hear my own voice. Tell the truth, paper skin, like it weighed nothing until one ordinary evening I realized I wasn't tired, I was simply holding too much for too long. They changed the menu at our favorite cafe. I almost ordered what you always did, then remembered I don't have to anymore. People say time moves on, mine stopped somewhere. You can see, still in July, you're already making new memories. I'm still finding yours in ordinary places. The calendar changed, I just didn't change with it. Your jacket isn't here anymore, but I still look at the hook by the front door every time I come home. Maybe healing isn't a straight line. Maybe some months take longer to leave than people do. Still in July, everyone says it gets easier. Maybe they're right, I'm just arriving later than they did. One quiet day at a time. I called the pharmacy to refill my prescription. They asked, from my emergency contact. Your name came to mind first. I stopped talking for a second. Funny how the hardest habits don't live in photographs. Forgot my number, that's how I knew you were really gone. It wasn't anger, it wasn't a fight. You just stopped being the first person who knew how to reach me. I changed it a couple years ago. You probably never noticed. I almost laughed thinking about how we used to know everything no one tells you. Moving on feels less like one big decision and more like small corrections nobody sees. Forgot my number, maybe that's enough to call this the end. Not because we stopped loving, because life stopped asking for each other. Your mom called by mistake. She asked, "Are you together?" I didn't know how to answer, so I said, "You should ask him." It's strange how some people miss the ending by months. Still your problem, at least that's how it felt. Every time you had a bad day, you came looking for the version of me that always stayed. You never asked how I was doing. The conversation always found its way back to you. I didn't notice until I finally listened. Loving someone shouldn't mean forgetting where you went. And I began. Still your problem, not anymore. You can carry what you left behind. I spent too long cleaning up storms I never started. I drove past your street today, not on purpose. I just missed my turn. Funny how it didn't feel as heavy as it used to. I didn't smile, I didn't cry, I just kept driving. You'll be fine, I think I finally believe that. And maybe so will I. Some stories don't need another ending. They just need a place to rest. I found your old mug behind the cereal boxes. I washed it, put it in the donation pile. For the first time, it looked like just another cup. I thought moving on would feel dramatic. Turns out it's quiet. One ordinary morning, you stop carrying what isn't yours. You'll be fine, and I'll be fine. Not because we forgot, because we finally stopped asking the past to become our future.